Yes, sir. We're back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by Betting Pros. You know me, you know the voice of the guy is me. Really real, villain real, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. Unfortunately, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles for winning the Super Bowl and Saquon Barkley. Even though I have no beef with Saquon, it's only because of the idiot Joe Shane, who calls himself general manager of the New York Giants, that all of this happened. This is literally all of his fault. And you know what? Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I'm no longer mad, salty about it. Moving forward, I just need the Giants to be terrible so they fire him and we can move forward. And then maybe, good things will happen to us because Howie Roseman actually knows how to evaluate talent, unlike the general manager for the New York football Giants. So to add insult to injury, not only was that a horrible week of betting, but the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Just recap how last week ended. Friday was no better. We had a reverse sweep. I actually probably deserved one of these.
How about if you sweep it out?
What's the point? I can't do anything right.
You'll do fine.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
UConn was up double digits. They lost outright. That's crazy. The Bucks Hawks game. The Bucks had a 45-point quarter, 50-point quarter, something like that. And then the Hawks immediately responded. And in both of those quarters, neither of the other team could add scoring at all whatsoever. That goes under. Darius Garland finished with 5. So I come back over the weekend, just dropped one play on the Nuggets, trying to recuperate after what was a horrible week. And the Nuggets team total goes over. That's actually a really good trend. Fading the Suns on the second leg of a back-to-back, the opponent's team total has gone over in all but one of those games. So what's that, 15-1 now? So really, really strong trend there. Got to pay attention to that moving forward. But here we are, new week, new opportunity to go on a heater and just make up for whatever the heck that was last week here. I am getting ready to catch a flight soon, and I'm going to be heading out to the Fantasy Betting Pros work trip. So really, really looking forward to that, getting to meet everybody in person and everybody over there in the fantasy and betting pros community. So really, really looking forward to this trip. So you should see me in some different locations over the course of the next week. Still going to drop the pod, still going to get plays out to you, but it will just be a little bit different as I adjust to West Coast time and then also trying to get the plays out. So maybe a little bit later, but I typically drop these kind of late whatsoever. So it really just shouldn't change too much, but just a different location. But as I'm getting ready to go hang out with everybody over there at Fantasy Pros and Betting Pros. All right. Before we get to the two plays that I have for you, I have to let everybody know that we do have a giveaway for February, but it's actually just this week. So, unlike having to wait till the end of the month, you have until the end of the week on Friday to enter this contest. That's it. Like, that is it. We're not going all the way to the end of February. This is a 1 week contest. Let's call it a Valentine's week contest. Let's do that. That sounds fun. Something for Valentine's Day. Last day of is Valentine's Day. To get into the contest, you can have a chance to win an Alonzo Mourning signed jersey. All you have to do is subscribe over there to Betting Pros on YouTube and drop a comment on any Fast Break Bets video, and that will be your entry. You have this week to do it. Make sure you go ahead and do it this whole week, and you can get a chance to win that Alonzo Mourning signed Heat jersey. So, all right, make sure you enter that contest. All you have to do again is subscribe on YouTube and drop a comment under any Fast Break Bets video for only this week. Again, only this week. Friday is the last day. I will announce a winner on Monday. Okay, let's get into my two plays and let's bounce back after what was a really, really bad week. First play up, we're going with the Minnesota Timberwolves traveling to Cleveland, play Cleveland Cavaliers. Line is currently sitting there at 8, and that is where I'm picking it at. I am taking the Cleveland Cavaliers laying 8 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota is still dealing with a wide range of injuries. They're down Dante DiVincenzo right now. They are down what's my boy Julius Randle, former New York Knick. He's down, so he's not going to be able to play in this one. So those are two pretty significant scoring options for them already. And then Anthony Edwards is banged up. We'll see if he'll be able to play. He's dealing with the hip injury, so he might not be able to go. Mike Conley is questionable here with the finger injury. And so that's really what I'm fading. I think that this Cleveland Cavaliers team and this defense is extremely live. They are extremely long because they added DeAndre Hunter. So now you're looking at a pretty nasty defensive trifecta between Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and DeAndre Hunter there, and they can guard, a lot of the wings and a lot of those perimeter players. And so you're looking at the Cavs, I think that this is going to be a really, really solid defense. And I just don't know how they're going to be able to beat that length that the Cavs have. I think it would be easier if Anthony Edwards plays and he may be able to get his, but will rest of Minnesota be able to get theirs? I don't think so. Meanwhile, I have no idea how Minnesota is going to be able to slow down the Cavs offense. Again, with the size issues, I think that the bigs are way too fast for Rudy Gobert, so Rudy Gobert is not going to be able to stay in front of them. Rudy Gobert may be able to help slow down Donovan Mitchell on a drive to the basket or something like that, but I think that the Cavs offense is going to be really, really live, going to look good, and there's going to be no chance for Minnesota to score. I really think Minnesota is going to struggle scoring basketball here today. So I like the Cavs. I know it's a large number, laying 8. I think the Cavs can go win this by 10, 11, 12 points pretty easily here. So I like the Cleveland Cavaliers to get it done, laying 8 points against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then play a number 2. We're going with CP3, Chris Paul, over 6.5 assists. I think this is just a broken line. I don't know why this is sitting here at 6.5. I think it's comical that this is at 6.5, and they're clearly not watching the games. Chris Paul has been over 6.5 assists in 12 of the last 15 games he's played in. He has 2 of his last 3 he's been over with against the Washington Wizards here. Betting Pros prop bet cheat sheet projecting him to go for 8.4, 73% cover probability, and a 5-star bet rating. I'm Washington's defense is horrible. Why do I have to sit here and tell you this? I don't have to give you a whole list of reasons of why we're fading the Washington Wizards here. They've been really, really bad. Chris Paul's been great to this number. This is a short number, maybe because he had a bad game last time out, but I really don't get it. I mean, I understand they have De'Aaron Fox now, and he's going to have the ball in his hands a little bit, but Chris Paul is still the floor general of this team. And he still kind of makes it work. And a lot of those sets still find Chris Paul running the offense. So I'm confused at this one. I think this is a short line, and I think Chris Paul's going to go over this pretty easily. Not the Hawks, the Wizards haven't been good and opposed to guards. Guards have gone over their assist prop in 7 of the last 10 games against the Wizards here. So I think this is a really good matchup. They're a really good team for assist and against the assist position. I mean, against the guard position for assist as well. So pretty easy here. I like Chris Paul. I think this is a very, very short number. We normally get this at like 7.5 for Chris Paul, and now it's at 6.5. So I will buy the dip, giving Chris Paul over 6.5 assists. That is one play, and play number 2, the Cleveland Cavaliers to go and lay the 8. I think that they will win by more and win very comfortably against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that's all I have for you. Really, really hope that this is the beginning of a good week. Really, 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 really hope it is. NBA All Stars this weekend too, so we're gonna have a whole bunch of NBA All Star stuff going in towards the weekend as well. That means I really, really got to get it going and build the bankroll back up so we can have some fun in NBA All. Oh, excuse me, have some fun in NBA All Star here. All right, at really real underscore on X. That's where you can find me at Betting Pros on X and TikTok, at Betting Pros NFL on Instagram, and youtube.com/Betting Pros, where you can drop a like, comment, and subscribe over there, and you'll have a chance to win that Alonzo Mourning jersey. next week I will be giving it away on Monday. So you really only have this week to get those entries in. Make sure you don't wait. Go do it right now. Get those entries in. All right. That's it. Nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just gonna do like this. Eagles fans are gonna be painfully annoying. We're out of here.